Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. I had to use a repair powder, but we're going to clear the rest of this place out. We might have to go back to a bonfire to fix our bow. But either way, we should be fine. We just have to open up that shortcut over there. This just leads to up here. So I think we just wanted to drop down at this point. Was it over and onto... Yeah, that's right, we jumped down at the top. Okay. Still quite a bit of stuff that I ended up forgetting. So we can run off here. And get life gems and homeward bones. I think I want to shoot you off. I think there's also like a shadow beast or something around here. Or a ninja. If only I could remember where. There was a door up there, I think, but I think we can also get through here through the bottom. So if we come into here... There's one of them things. And we promptly kill it. Was there a second one? There was. Rip bow durability. And lack of light. I think that affects the range you can lock on with. Either way, felt a little safer aiming from the door. Now thank you, Aquamarine. I would rather pick up this item. How dare you deny me the fire arrows. We're all clear up there. Somebody just hopped down somewhere. There it is. And that was like a little ninja thing. And we actually got a shadow mask. Not going to use it, but we got a shadow mask. Those used to be only on, they came in on the fight with the Flexile Sentry up ahead, but only on New Game Plus and later, I believe. And the regular Dark Souls too. You can get these guys to walk through poison, and it will kill them. However, it can be risky, so we're just going to kill them. Oh, we actually did get that one. Unfortunately, you need iron arrows, fragrant runchy ore, in order to break through pots. These won't cut it. So we're actually going to have to roll through there. Do we have any moss clumps? We do not. Oh, wait. Throwing knives from the earlier farming days. Perfect. Throwing knives, flame butterflies. Iron arrows would have worked too. Didn't have them. Please die. Yay, we don't have to come back. 2 titanite shards, 1 large titanite shard. Fading soul. Large soul of a nameless soldier, 3 life gems. Soul of a nameless soldier. And this should be that ring. It's the equivalent of the favor and protection one, I believe. Royal Soldier's Ring. Probably won't be using too much of, anyway. Oh, I thought there was another one. But one of the first shortcuts is up here. Yeah, lock-on wasn't working earlier. It was confusing me. There he is. He's not the shortcut. This is the shortcut. So that is one way back here faster. We'll get another one very soon.
Who are you? I, Gavlan. Gavlan will, Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants soul. Many, many soul.
He's awesome, and I'm sad he's not somehow in 3.
Want. With Gavlan, you will, you deal.
Is that him? I keep hearing, like, the clinking of people moving around in metal, and I'm just like... I feel like someone's about to jump up and stab me. We will be buying all of your poison arrows, for they are great. We'll probably be fine. Poison throwing knives, also very powerful. Rotten pine resin, not really my thing.
Many deal.
These, however, are fantastic arrows, and we will use them all the time. When we finally get enough of them. Eventually, he will sell an infinite amount of them, and like all of the other arrows, we will be using all of those. And very often. It's eventually going to come down to the point where we'll probably have some kind of elemental one on the light attack, and heavy attack will be poison arrows, because poison arrows are pretty standard. Not letting me lock on. I guess it's because he was still getting up. Either way, you kick this down. And that's the very beginning, where we first got here. We don't have... wow, we have an intelligence of 1. I forgot we were bandits. This is the sorcery trainer. In both Dark Souls and Scholar of the First Sin. And if you have an intelligence of at least 10, he'll come back to Majula with you. That's something useless, I don't remember what it was. And then he can teach you sorcery things there. Not so much. Not for us, anyway. Not only are we not learning sorcery, but we're not even smart enough for him to have a conversation with us. I did snipe some from up there. Oh, that's right, they actually put one of those guys here. Can I shoot you from here? If only the second one didn't miss. He's dead. Oh, and earlier, I heard in the footage, I said it wrong. Like, only the Varangian pirates that have bows can drop the sea bow. Which is why they'll probably not drop one. I mean, you could get multiple, but it's a really rare drop, and I've only ever gotten a... Well, I know what we're upgrading. It's more of a strength bow, but the range, like, I've always wanted... We're gonna need... You know what? We're gonna need strength for that other bow anyway. For the Dragon Rider bow? I can't believe we actually got one and I didn't farm it. I've farmed this shit for hours before until all of them despawned and not got one multiple times before. Well, at least it discredited me enough to the point where we actually got one. Our weapon should hold at least insofar for this boss. So we're gonna go through. We were actually, like, completely broken. No! The water fills up in the room based on the percent of the boss's health. It can't actually drown you, it's just supposed to make movement harder on you. No, I imagine most people do that. Even if you wait a really long time, the water won't go up any higher. Adaptability. I mean, this is how this fight goes, even if you're using a melee weapon. You use the pole in the middle of the room. If they're going to be kind enough to give it to you, you use it. Oh, he didn't do the thrust with the two of them. That last hit there where he leaps gives him a lot of extra distance. I've gotten hit by that quite a few times before. If one of them were to hit me, it's usually that one, except for that right now when it wasn't. See, they get you to judge the distance because you're normally fine walking out of it, but it gets to the point where you have to roll out of it. I used all my tiny life gems. I usually hug harder to this pillar is as long as you're on the other side and a few steps back, you're good. I go to the right. I don't want to switch up my motion here now. But do you think you can just walk out of it? And then you can. You should have plenty of Estus and stuff by now, though. We didn't upgrade our flask, because I always forget to burn Sublime Bone Dust, because you can't do that at the Maiden. Thank you, adaptability. Even with a repair powder, it's still at risk. Bows break really fast. Please don't break, please don't. Oh. You reached farther than I thought you were going to. Oh, I think he killed me. No, I healed. I've never been out in the open for him to use that. I didn't know he could spin that far. Just roll when he attacks and be safe. I can't believe he actually got a lot closer to killing me than the old Dragon Slayer did. He actually beat me up. I was pretty close. If the Estus got interrupted any sooner, I'd have been gone. And I didn't have any life gems equipped. Pyromancy Flame, I do believe. And Fireball. And examining this takes the ship out. We are now done with No Man's Wharf. Ah, did I have to exhaust Gavline's dialogue? I might have to go back. I could do that in between. It's just a short little boat ride over. The dried fingers. The thing that eats up inventory space. In the earlier games anyway, because you couldn't discard it. So in Dark Souls 1, I always made a point not to pick it up. These people are drunk, and they won't bother you unless you bother them, I believe. We could kill them, but we could also not kill them, and our bow is getting pretty close to broken. And since it's free to just rest at a bonfire and have the durability repaired versus actually paying for it, I like not paying for it. Prevent it from happening in the first place. That, and I've used 2 repair powders already. Should probably save those for later, or at least until a time when I can buy them. Press. This might actually be repair powder, I don't remember. I can safely drink this. Right this way? It was repair powder, and a scimitar. So now we head back up to get to the bonfire. Yay! That's right, we don't need... Wait, did the Flexile Sentry have us? Okay, yeah, it actually did, because you can get the swords. We don't need that. Just as we don't need the Fading Souls or any of the others. I should have used the elevator to do that. I do believe there is an item in one of these somewhere. There it is. Soul of a Proud Knight, Radiant Life Gem. And just when we were using souls. It's on the left, somewhere up here. There we go. We're probably also going to need to come in from the other side. Maybe first. Because we have a bow, we're not going to be able to get into the blacksmith from this side, because he'll always kick it before we can kill him, because we don't have a weapon good enough to stagger him out of it. So we'll probably have to come up from behind and shoot arrows at him, and hopefully he won't knock the barrel down, so that we can purposely knock the barrel down and then blow it up with fire arrows. Because getting the blacksmith is pretty important. Macduff is vital, for he does all of the, like, elemental enchanting. So, I'm gonna go check back on Gavlin to see if he's actually there and if I still need to talk to him. And maybe come in from the other side, maybe come in from here. I don't know. Either way, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.